Welcome to another episode of The Wave. My name is Adam.
My name is Nick. Welcome back to the weekly news and chat show from the world famous Bottom of the Stream podcast. And don't we sound nicer than last time?
We certainly do. We're not ill anymore.
No.
That's good. We're back. We didn't do a wave last week.
We did not.
I think we're going to be back now. Are we not? I think all the holidays are done.
I think we have got a... No, I need to speak to you about that.
Okay.
I think we...
Have we got a good run going ahead now?
Yeah, we'll
do
work
some
around
fair
it.
Conversations.
Pretty much, yeah.
September was...
to close out season 7.
September was a convoluted month. There was a lot of comings and goings.
Toing and throwings.
Yes, comings and goings and toings and throwings. But hopefully we'll be all right now.
I think,
push
though,
forward.
It's not... we missed a wave. That's okay.
Yeah.
We
missed a couple of waves in
We've
September,
still put
to
a
be fair,
movie show out every single week.
No, we missed one full week.
Oh, that's fine.
It's
We're allowed
fine.
one week off.
We're two working adults.
Yeah.
We do two episodes of a podcast a week. People can't hate us for it.
Anyway, I had a good excuse last week.
Why? What did you do?
I was away.
Oh, of course. Yeah, how was it?
I was at Disneyland.
Disneyland. Nice.
In Paris.
Sweet. I've never been there.
I had
Paris
a
or
great
Disneyland.
time.
Was it good?
Yeah, really good.
Yeah?
This time last week I was probably watching the fireworks and all that jazz.
Sweet. Amazing.
Meeting princesses and...
Now you're in here with me?
Yeah, exactly. So exactly the same, really.
Yeah, absolutely. I've got the fireworks coming later.
It was one awkward experience.
Oh, okay. I love an awkward experience. Did you get recognised?
No, I didn't get recognised.
That would be awkward.
But my wife got married to someone else.
Oh!
And it was a bit awkward.
Okay.
Because he was like a 6.5 foot tall dog.
Okay.
Yeah. I think she might have committed bigamy with Goofy.
Your wife married Goofy?
Yeah.
Is Goofy a dog?
Yes.
Is he a cow?
No, he's a dog.
Are you sure?
Positive. Sure he's a dog.
I think he's a cow.
Well, he's not a cow.
Isn't this a conversation to Stand By Me? I think
Yeah,
when they're all
I think
sitting
it
around
is.
that campfire.
Goofy's a dog.
Okay. I'm going to Google it while you're talking.
Okay.
Your wife married Goofy again.
No, not again.
Again? Well, she married you.
Well, yeah. Yeah, she's not married him before. He's her favourite.
Right,
character.
okay.
So he was outside one of the parks, or just inside the entrance. Well, it's not a very long queue to meet Goofy. Let's get a picture with Goofy.
Yeah.
And I said, we were in the queue with the children as well. And I said, tell him he's your favourite. I bet it'll be funny. And so she did.
Yeah.
And he goes down on one knee, pretends he's got a ring.
Yeah.
And then they all have like a minder.
Okay.
Like a wrangler, a character wrangler to keep the.
Is that because they can't see
crowd
where they're
in
going?
check, I suppose, yeah. And he goes and he steals this lectern that this guy's obviously got all his notes and his timings on and stuff like that. He brings it forward. He beckons the guy forward. He's like, "Oh, you want me to get married? You want me to marry you?"
Yeah.
Okay. And he's like, "I've got the video. I'll have to show it to you."
Yeah, definitely.
It's like, "Do you, huge dog, take this random guest as your lawful wedding wife? Has anyone got any objections?" He turns around to me, and I was just like, "No, you just crack on, mate." And then he goes to my kids. You will have a new half brother. Goofy's got a kid.
Of course he has. Yeah.
Everyone seemed fine with the
I
arrangement.
bet they were well happy about that.
We got some good photos.
Good.
Yeah, it was
Nice
it
wedding
was,
photos?
It was cool.
Did you
Yeah,
get a cake?
yeah.
Did you get a cake?
No cake. No. I didn't fancy a dog food cake.
No, it's not a dog.
Let me tell you, the wedding night was weird,
Oh, I bet it was.
but not unpleasant. So, that's all I'm going to say. A gentleman doesn't kiss and tell.
I've Googled it while you've been talking.
So,
There seems to be some debate. Some people at Disney think he's a dog. Some people think he's a cow. They've given the final word to Bill Farmer, who is the voice of Goofy since 1987.
sure.
He currently voices Goofy in the Disney Plus reality series It's a Dog's Life.
Okay.
However, he says, in a recent interview with Yahoo Entertainment, Farmer claims Goofy is not a dog. Goofy seems to be in the canine family in the same way that a wolf is not a dog. But they are also in the canine family. I think Canis Goofus is the technical Latin term for what Goofy is. He's just a Goofy.
Oh, right, fine.
There you go.
I'll take it as a win.
Who knew within 5 minutes of us coming back, we'd be talking about Goofy?
Well, there you go. Yeah, I had a great time. I mean,
Kids enjoy it?
yeah, they did.
Yeah?
I mean, the place got you over a barrel once you're in there.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Fucking expensive.
Yeah.
But,
I imagine it's pretty relentless and in your face constantly as well.
Yeah, I mean, there is like some quiet places you can get away, and we had like access to like a lounge at the hotel, which was like a bit
That's
like
nice.
chilled out and stuff like that. But like, yeah, when it's like €8 for a Mickey Mouse shaped sandwich,
A
it's
Mickey
like-
Mouse shaped sandwich.
yeah,
Okay.
like all the rolls are baked like Mickey Mouse. And
Oh,
stuff
really?
Like that. Yeah,
That's cute.
but no, it's fun.
Good.
Had a
Glad
good
you had a good time.
They got like a new whole Avengers bit, which was quite
Oh,
cool
that's
to look around and stuff like that.
Sweet.
My eldest daughter got bopped on the head by Thor as he was passing.
What,
with
by his hammer?
Yeah.
That's a bit dangerous.
Yeah, I know. So, yeah.
Is she okay?
Yes, fine.
Good. That's
Yeah.
good.
So,
I imagine she could take him.
yeah, she could do actually. She's
Yeah.
she's like a purple belt in karate.
Yeah, she scares the living crap out of me. She's only, 9?
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, we had a good time. How about you? What have you been up to?
Nothing.
Okay.
Just been chilling.
Editing out
Editing
splutters
out
and
coughs and splutters. Yeah,
sneezes from
the edit
last
for
week's episode.
the edit for Prisoners of the Lost Universe was not fun. Took me ages. I hope the episode came over all right. But I haven't listened back to it since the edit. You said we sounded a bit goofy by the end.
Yeah, I think so. But
Hopefully it was all right. It was an interesting film, that one.
wasn't it just? I mean, a real sort of curio of its time.
Yeah, definitely. It was very of its time. Very good
But
fun.
I'm really glad it came out the randomizer.
Same. We've had mixed bags with 80s films, haven't we?
Yeah.
But that one was probably on the upper good side of them.
In terms of enjoyment, yes.
Yeah,
But
not in
it
terms
was
of
an
quality of
awful
film, no. But it was fun.
Yeah, I had a good time.
Me too.
Ace, what are we talking about this week? When we're back on Thursday.
We are back with the movie show on Thursday. We're talking about Last Man Down.
Sure. Which could not be more recent, I don't think.
No, it came out in February
this year.
this year.
2022.
Yeah, it's a 2022 film.
What an absolute baby of a film.
Yeah, tiny little baby of a film.
From
Not a tiny little baby of a
Sweden,
man.
I think, or Norway.
Swedish. With a massive, great tank of a human in it. So yeah, we've got plenty to talk about with that one.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun. So come back to listen to us talk about that on Thursday.
Yeah, and if you get the chance before, check out Last Man Down.
Yes, definitely do. It's a film.
Bit of a throwback action flick, isn't it? Would
Yeah,
you
I've got
say?
some thoughts on it. There's
Yeah.
yeah, if it didn't feel at some points I didn't feel like I was watching a film. It was
You're experiencing a beatdown.
yeah, basically. So yeah, we'll get deeper into that on Thursday. It's going to be a fun episode, I think.
I think
got
so.
quite a few talking points for it. In the meantime, we should probably do some Netflix news. We've not done any for a couple of weeks.
No, so as you say, we didn't do a wave last week.
We
so
did not.
we have got a couple of interesting headlines to catch up on. And one of which, I don't know, I've not got to this show yet. I don't know if you will get to it when we come to talk about what we've watched.
We will indeed.
But seemingly taken everyone by surprise somewhat is the quite astonishing success of the new Netflix show, Dahmer, Monster.
Yeah, it's got a really weird title.
Yeah, it's got a lot of like ellipses and
It's Dahmer
colons
dash
and-
Monster colon the Jeffrey Dahmer story.
it's absolutely just it's on track to smash all sorts of records.
It's breaking records all over the shop.
In its first couple of weeks, nearly 500 million hours viewed,
That's insane.
which is a huge number.
It really is.
And this is Ryan Murphy back with a bang.
Back with a big old bang. There was a point, probably last year, the year before, where you couldn't watch anything on Netflix that Ryan Murphy wasn't involved in.
No.
We used to mention him all the time on this show.
Yes, exactly.
And then he went away for a little bit, and he's come back with a vengeance.
Yeah, 196 million viewing hours in its first week.
Wow.
And then its second week, another 299 million. So it actually grew as well.
over yeah. That's crazy.
In the English language category, only Stranger Things has had a week with more hours watched.
Wow. When you think about that, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Stranger Things is Netflix's biggest show,
Sure.
if you discount some of the other shows. But the most as a pop culture thing,
Yeah.
maybe that and Squid Game. So to be second to that is just incredible. It really is.
I mean, it'll be really interesting over the next couple of weeks as it finishes its first 28 days.
Yeah. Yes, it's still got a couple of weeks to go. It's already in the top 10 of all time.
To see where it ends up. Is that gonna carry on, or is it gonna sort of fizzle out a bit? Because
I don't know if it will.
It will be, if it can keep going at this rate, it could reel in Bridgerton.
It could get up there.
You know,
it's currently at 496 million viewing hours in the first 28 days, which puts it 9th of all time.
Yeah.
In the English language, for some reason they don't include Squid Game in this list or any of the Money Heists. Or I'd like to see them just do one list.
Yeah.
But in the English language shows, Stranger Things 4 is the biggest.
It's only 160 million or so behind Bridgerton season 2, which is second place. Yeah. So it is doable.
It isn't going to trouble Series 4 of Stranger Things.
And another interesting stat, because I know you love a stat.
I love a stat.
So Dahmer is currently 660% ahead of the next most popular series on Netflix in terms of hours watched.
It's basically the only thing people are watching on Netflix at the minute.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Do I talk about it now? Or
we can do if you want.
Should we talk about it in the...
We can do it now if you want. If it, it might...
Have you not seen any of it yet?
I've literally just seen the trailer. Like I say, I've been away, so I've not had a chance. I might have to watch on my own because I don't think my significant other is particularly...
It's a tough watch.
Yeah.
It's a really...
I mean, the trailer's grim.
Yeah, it's grim.
She saw that and she was like, I'm not sure this is for me.
I'd probably, knowing her, I'd probably agree with that.
Although she did really like Murphy's... I presume this is even more extreme, but she liked his crime story ones.
Yeah.
So the Versace one.
Yeah. And
which was pretty grim as well.
Simpson one was as well, wasn't it? Which is just... We all know the story.
Yeah.
It's the same guy, isn't it? It's Evan Peters back with Ryan Murphy.
Sure.
If you were asked me to do a one-word review of it, I'd say vile. It's horrible. It really is horrible. It makes you... at the end of every episode, I wanted to go and have a shower.
Yeah.
It's grim, it's dirty, it's vile. It's excellent.
Yeah.
But it's a really tough watch. Really tough. It's probably there was a point where I was like, I don't know if I could carry on with this.
How far in?
Probably about halfway, 4 or 5 episodes in. I'm like, I don't know if I've got this in me. And that, for me to say something like that, it's just crazy. It's horrible.
Just because it's just bleak. And
it's just really bleak. And the fact that it's all true, and they've actually left some of the grimmer details out, it was actually worse than what they portrayed him as. It's not an easy watch. Yeah. It really isn't.
What kept you going?
How good it is.
Yeah.
And it is really good. We've accused Ryan Murphy on this show before of all style, no substance.
Sure.
There's far too much substance. He's gone the other way. It's very stylish. It looks brilliant. Evan Peters is incredible. As a performance, it's brilliant.
Yeah.
It's just the subject matter's grim.
Did you binge it or did you space it out?
I did it over probably 4 or 5 days.
Okay, so a couple of
episodes a night. Because they are quite long episodes as well. And like I say, it makes you want to have a shower. Yeah. It makes you feel dirty. It's spine tingling. It's horrible. But it's excellent.
Okay.
People have asked me, should I watch it? I'm like, I can't tell you that. I've told my mum and dad not to watch it.
Okay.
Because they wouldn't enjoy it. But people at work are like, what do you reckon? Should I watch it? I'm like, that's on you. I'm not having that on me. It's that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people have watched it.
A lot of people
for a lot
have watched
of hours.
it. And to be fair, a lot of people have said the same thing that I've said. It's a tough watch.
Yeah.
Every review you read of it says the same thing. But Evan Peters, though, throw all the awards at him because it must have been such a tough show to film. To become that character.
Yeah. How about taking your work home with you?
Yeah. Can't have been easy. Anyway, that's taken my what have we watched this week out of offers. So we'll move on to the next news story, shall we? Let's lighten it up a little bit.
Games.
Netflix. Okay.
Games, to be exact, with an announcement.
Okay.
That Netflix will be setting up its very own video game studio.
Right. Sweet.
They will be based in Helsinki, in Finland.
Oh, nice.
We did mention in previous editions of The Wave that Netflix had purchased some small gaming companies.
Yeah.
And the Netflix games arm is going to be led by a guy called Marco Lastica. who was formerly an executive at Zynga and Electronic Arts.
Ooh, big names.
Yeah. He actually co-founded Zynga.
Oh, right. Okay.
Also in Helsinki.
Yeah.
So they kind of bought the thing to him, basically.
Right.
Amir Rahimi, who is Netflix's vice president of game studios.
These vice presidents keep
I know.
up.
There's a vice for everything. Has announced the vision to build a world-class game studio in Netflix's announcement. We will bring a variety of delightful and deeply engaging original games with no ads and no in-app purchases.
That's two big selling points for mobile games.
Yeah.
That means everything to mobile gamers.
It was earlier this year. Netflix purchased Next Games, also based in Helsinki. So they've clearly had this as an eye on this as a base for some time.
Yeah, it seems to be a big gaming place, Helsinki.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool, that's
So-
interesting. Let's see what comes from them then.
Let's see what happens. Obviously, yeah, Netflix have really gone in on the mobile games. And actually, on that point, I was always moaning on my app I couldn't see games.
Yeah.
It's now appeared.
Oh,
How far in?
6 months?
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe more?
So it's now on my iOS app.
How strange. I wonder why
So
it
I
took
can
so
just
long.
Scroll along and I don't know.
Have you played any yet?
No.
No, nor me.
Just really noticed that someone there. It was there.
Cool.
So yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe
Okay.
try some out.
Yeah.
See what happens. Next.
Would you like to move house?
Nah, quite like this one.
Okay. Well, if you are interested, then for the bargain price of $300,000, you can go and put an offer in on the buyer's house from Stranger Things.
Oh, really? Like the actual
Yeah.
house?
This is in Fayetteville, Georgia.
Nice.
3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 1,800 square feet.
Okay.
Uh,
I was trying to look for some pictures, but there aren't any on this site other than the one that's a screenshot from Stranger
I know.
Things.
I found the listing. I was like, I want to see the pictures of the inside of the house, and they've quite cleverly sort of said you've got to contact the agent to
To get
take a
some pictures.
virtual or a real tour.
Yeah, so
But,
I suppose this is getting a lot of hits.
Yeah, but the details are there. 300K it's been listed for.
That's cheap.
It is pretty cheap. There's quite a bit of land as well with it.
I mean, it's looking at this value tracker. It's plummeted. It's skyrocketed in the last year or so.
Yeah.
In 2014, it was worth 94 grand.
I think interesting. If you open up the sort of facts and features, it actually says this house was featured in episode 1 at this time
Oh, really?
stamp, and yeah, it's all in there somewhere.
I can
but-
imagine it's just the exterior. Shots.
Yeah,
It's not
exactly,
going to be interior, is it? So
But yeah, all the details are there.
it's only got septic tanks not connected to them. Sewage.
It's listed on Zillow.com. You
Check
can
it
go and
out.
have a look.
Want to see a house in Fayetteville, Georgia? It's only a free bid so far.
You could go and play Dungeons and Dragons there. There you go.
I imagine somebody will buy it for an Airbnb.
Yeah, it's got to happen, surely.
Of course it has. Why would you
Yeah.
not? It's a sound investment.
Put the Christmas lights up
Yeah.
on the wall in the living room.
Yeah, why would you not?
Gotta go for it.
Of course you have.
I mean, the place has got a bloody Lego set about it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
300 grand seems really cheap.
It
It,
does
sounds like
seem-
a sound investment.
It seems quite good. Can you imagine how much that'll be worth when that final season comes out
Yeah.
the year after next?
Yeah. In 2030 or whenever it's coming.
I guess this isn't really news, but it's a good story.
Okay, I love a
So-
good story.
Have you been keeping up with the Rings of Power?
I haven't. I've watched the first one or two.
Okay, and
I've
you're
decided
not
I'm gonna-
quite been back.
I've decided I'm going to binge it when it's all done.
Yeah, I might take that approach as well.
I don't know why, because the other week I was singing the praises of weekly releases on TV shows.
Yeah,
But there's 2 now, and I'm like, I'll just binge them.
that's
when
too
they're done.
much.
Changed my mind. I'm very fickle just lately.
It's a really interesting story has come out this week in the Hollywood Reporter about the sort of the battle for the rights for the Lord of the Rings TV.
Okay, because everybody, I
series.
remember, everybody wanted it.
Yeah, which ended up becoming being
Amazon's.
won by Amazon and becoming the Rings of Power.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I say some details have emerged on sort of what the pitches were from some other companies.
Okay.
So Netflix apparently pitched the Marvel style universe.
So like pick a character and make a show about.
Yeah, so they literally went to the Tolkien estate and said, right, we're going to do a Gandalf series. It's all going to be wizards and spells and stuff like that. And then we're going to do an Aragorn drama, which is all swords and Game of Thrones.
I can't imagine that went down well.
Yeah. The Insider is quoted as saying, Netflix took the Marvel approach and it completely freaked out the estate.
They are very fickle about how the property is used, aren't they?
Yeah.
So you'd have had to make up a lot of stuff for that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It also says that before they eventually decided on the Rings of Power, which is set in the second age of Middle-earth, Amazon interviewed dozens of writers, producers, and directors. So before they even went and pitched to the estate.
Okay.
One of those sets of people that they interviewed were the Russo brothers.
Oh, okay. Well, Amazon did.
Yeah, who pitched an idea to Amazon, and that didn't even actually get taken forward. Again, they wanted to do an Aragorn story, apparently.
Right.
Amazon, once they'd won the rights, chose J.D. Payne and Patrick McKay, the showrunners, because they were won over by their sort of passion and knowledge, and slightly different approach, going for an earlier time period in the Lord of the Rings.
It makes sense. That story's told, isn't it? The Lord of the Rings trilogy is a fantastic trilogy of films. Yeah. You've got to go for a different time period, and it really makes sense what they've done.
I think so, yeah. Not just we're going to just redo the movies.
Yeah. Why would you do that?
Exactly.
No.
I am interested to watch it. It's just not near the top of my list.
Yeah,
I think
same.
I was going to say I was really burnt by the Hobbit movies.
Yeah.
But I only ever watched the first one, and I really disliked it.
Yeah, it was bad. They were bad.
I was like, because I remember reading that book as a kid, and I really loved it. And I watched the first Hobbit movie, and I was like, this is just it's just padding and just pretentious.
Just filming for the sake of making the film, wasn't it? It was. I remember going to London as a kid to watch the Hobbit stage show.
Oh, right.
With the school.
Oh.
I remember doing that.
Awesome.
I couldn't tell you where it was or anything. But I remember going down on a coach.
Yeah, so I thought that was quite interesting.
Very much so.
Different approaches that where we could have been with that, which I think that would never have happened. No one's going to sign off on let's remake those Lord of the Rings.
No, of course they're not.
Films.
No.
For a TV series.
Why would you want to?
Yeah.
That story's told really well. It's not like they're bad films that need remaking.
Are you ginger?
No.
No, this one's not for you then. Netflix are seeking a Prince Harry lookalike for season 6 of The Crown.
Okay.
Interestingly, they have said in their casting call that you do not have to have any acting experience.
All right. That's weird.
Yeah. Robert Stern, casting director of The Crown, is searching for an exceptional actor to play Prince Harry in the next series. It is a significant role, and we are looking for a strong physical resemblance.
How can you look for an exceptional actor, but you don't have to be good at acting?
Well, this is it. The statement continues. Shooting will commence in November 2022 in the UK. No previous professional acting experience is required.
So it says at the beginning, it's looking for an exceptional young actor who doesn't have any acting experience.
Not necessarily, yeah.
That makes literally no sense.
Yeah. The producers said, we are very experienced in providing a great deal of support for young actors and their families through what they find is a uniquely rewarding creative process.
I feel like he's just going to be a background character who's just going to be like, not really going to get involved.
I mean, this article says that it's expected to be quite a major role, as season 6, which will be the final season, is expected to take the story all the way up to Prince Charles and Camilla's wedding in 2005.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And that's where they're going to end it. Sounds like it, doesn't
That's the word on the street.
Interesting.
I still think we can go do another 15 years.
Do you reckon? Keep going.
She's passed away. Why would we not make it, her life? Anyway. Whatever. I'm sick of talking about the Queen. What? Why is that funny?
I don't know. It's just the way you said it. You really hate her.
I don't.
It's just the way you sounded like you did that.
Oh, yeah, it's not. That's not a slight on her. It's a slight on the sycophantic media and.
Yeah, I know what you meant.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. Next.
Exciting news.
Very exciting news.
Much better than the Queen dying.
Stop it. You guys be executed or something.
I know. Yeah, a group of swans will come and eat us to death.
Who owns all the swans now? King Charles?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. I've just thought of the swans. Nobody thinks of the swans.
Sitting there eating swans.
Prince Andrew got the corgis. We've got the swans.
Yeah. Not making
anyway,
Prince Andrew joke.
Exciting news.
It's official.
What is?
The Community movie is happening.
That's so exciting.
How about that?
So exciting. That is cool.
Peacock,
Yeah.
the US streaming service, I've put their money where everyone's mouth is.
Yeah.
And I've commissioned Dan Harmon for a Community movie.
So exciting.
Harmon's on board. He's wanted to do it for years. He's always wanted to give this a proper send off. Joel McHale, Danny Pudi, Alison Brie, Gillian Jacobs, Jim Rash, Ken Jeong are all confirmed to be back aboard. Unconfirmed is whether Yvette Nicole Brown will return, and Donald Glover, who is a very rich, famous, and busy man.
Yeah.
Not that the others aren't.
Yeah,
but in terms of star power,
he certainly made it.
that guy's on another level.
Yeah.
No news on Chevy Chase.
Shame.
Look, the guy's a dick.
Yeah.
But some of his moments,
some of his stuff in Community is brilliant.
Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
Just makes me chuckle when he manages to fall off that boat in the car park.
Oh, it's brilliant.
If
you're not watching Community, you've got time now to watch it before the movie comes.
It's pretty. I think. I don't know if it's my favourite sitcom of all time, but it's right up there.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
It's just consistent. There's so much going on there. We've talked about it before, but probably not for a very long time. But yeah, go and watch Community. I think it's on Netflix at the minute.
It is. What is your favourite sitcom of all time? Is that a good real talk?
Yeah, 100%.
Should we do it?
Yeah, let's do it for next week.
Okay, let's do it. We talk about films quite a lot on Real Talk. Let's talk about something different for a change.
We'll do sitcoms.
Let's do it.
What's your favourite sitcom?
What's your favourite sitcom? Is next week's Real Talk.
Yeah.
Get thinking about it, people, for next week's wave.
Yeah, Community is just it's basically a group of losers going back to community college
and
for various reasons.
Bonding.
And, it's really funny. And
Yeah.
Dan Harmon, if you don't know from this, you will know him possibly from being the brains behind Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
And a tagline through this show was always they were going to do 6 seasons in a movie, and now it's
the
going to
6
happen.
seasons are done. Let's get this movie done.
Yeah. No dates lined up yet. I would imagine at least this time next year, if not into 2024.
Yeah, you're talking a long time.
But it's happening.
It's exciting.
It's really exciting.
As soon as I saw the announcement, I thought of you. I sent you the clip, and I was like, "Yeah, this is exciting."
Very gifable Community.
Yes, very, very.
What could be better news?
I just read that headline. Sorry.
Than Community coming back.
Okay.
Could it be the fact that in the works, Danny Boyle,
Yep.
famous British movie director,
Wonderful director.
behind,
He might come up later on in the show.
Trainspotting, the Olympics.
The Olympics.
He was. He did
Yeah,
all
he
the
did,
Olympics ceremonies,
He
didn't
did,
he?
yeah.
Didn't he do? He did Slumdog Millionaire.
Yeah.
Did he do the one where James Franco cuts his arm off? I think that might have been.
Yeah, I think it was. He did. Did he do the one where the guy forgot the Beatles existed? Was that him?
Yeah, I think it was.
I think it was.
Yesterday.
Yesterday.
Well,
What's he doing now?
he's going to do a stage production.
Okay.
Which, when you think that's not unusual,
No.
because you get a lot of
Sure, it's not his first.
no, and you get a lot of British directors who are I'm returning to my roots.
Yeah.
Kenneth Branagh will go and do a Shakespeare production, or Sam Mendes will go and do a proper play down in London. Danny Boyle was going to have a go at that, and he's going to produce a new show for a new arts venue in Manchester.
Okay.
Called the Factory International. The show's going to open in October 2023, this time next year. And it's an adaptation of an existing franchise, which is interesting.
That is interesting.
He's been given permission by Warner Brothers to work on, and I don't think anyone would guess this if I gave you a million guesses.
Absolutely not.
A hip-hop stage adaptation of the Matrix trilogy.
That's incredible. Why is this happening?
Yeah, I mean, where can I get my ticket?
Yeah, absolutely. We should go and see this.
The show is officially described as combining the hip-hop choreography of hundreds of dancers with the latest immersive design. Entitled Free Your Mind, it will take audiences on a thrilling journey through the Matrix and into a new realm of possibilities.
Wow. Wow.
Boyle will direct and is working with Mikey J. Asante, who is composing the music for the dance show. And Kenrick Sandy will choreograph.
Can we go and see this?
Yeah.
Let's go and see this when it comes out.
This is the direction that Matrix sequel last year should have taken.
Of course it should.
Give me a hip-hop street dance musical version of the Matrix.
That's bizarre. I mean, even if you just said to me hip hop street dance, Danny Boyle wouldn't be the first person that comes to mind.
Not really.
And then if
he's not very urban, is he?
And then you say somebody's going to remake the Matrix, Danny Boyle doesn't come to mind.
No.
And yet you put those two things together and you can't think of anybody better to do it. It's so bizarre.
But it does feel a little bit like someone's gone, oh, that bullet time, that's a cool street dance move.
Yeah, and
Come, let's pop and lock, guys. Let's get it on.
I can't wait. I really want to go and see this.
Yeah. Oh, well, I'm down.
Bottom of the stream out, and who's up for it?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Manchester this time next year. Let's go and watch some hip-hop Matrix.
October next year.
What a fantastic idea.
Incredible.
That we talked about earlier, a few minutes ago, just retreading Lord of the Rings. If you're going to retread something...
Hip-hop Lord of the Rings. Why would you not?
Damn right.
Hip-hop anything.
Fucking Frodo and Samwise in a rap battle.
I'd pay money for that.
Yeah.
Absolutely pay money for that.
It's happening.
Let's do it. I'm excited for that.
I did have to check when I was reading about this week. We weren't on April the 1st. But it's happening. Something else a bit weird.
Okay.
I think is a first for Marvel. They've announced a bit of a change in direction for Armor Wars.
That's a terrible title.
Previously, I think it's quite difficult to say. It doesn't roll off the tongue. It was going to be a Disney Plus series.
Okay.
Starring Don Cheadle.
Okay, yep. He's like a character.
He was War Machine, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
Like Tony Stark's best mate.
Yeah.
The story was going to say he was going to play James Rhodes as he did in all the Avengers movies and stuff like that. Investigating what happens when Stark tech falls into the wrong hands. It's not a TV series anymore.
Oh, it's cancelled.
It's going to be a movie.
It's been upgraded.
Yeah.
That's weird.
That is weird, isn't it?
That is really weird.
When you think about how tight Marvel's planning seems to be.
Yeah.
I'd like to know the story here. Has someone delivered a script so good that they've gone, no, we need more money. This needs to be up on the big screen.
How strange.
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one, that, isn't it?
I mean, it says here, Yasser Lester, who was head writer for the show, will craft the script for the movie. Yeah. So it doesn't sound like anybody's written a script.
No. But it's interesting. Yeah, they've changed direction and they're going with that. One of the issues is that they obviously at D23, the Disney Expo, last month, sort of quite intricately gave us the plan for the next two phases of the next 4 years. Yeah. And this was still a TV series then. Wow. So it's got to fit into the movie schedule somewhere.
Maybe it'll be like a straight to Disney Plus movie. You can't imagine that's going to be a big seller as the next big Marvel movie is the War Machine movie. That's not exciting.
Really. No offense to Don Cheadle.
No, not at all. Don
War
Cheadle's
Machine,
a fantastic actor, but that's not exciting. So maybe they'll just do it. Maybe it's actually a bad thing for these people who have had their 10-hour runtime cut down to an hour and a half.
But one of the criticisms of some of these Disney shows, I mean, for me, it was especially apparent. I know it's not Marvel, it's Star Wars, but it was especially apparent in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. Was like, this is a movie you've chopped up.
Yeah.
Quite arbitrarily at the end of some of the episodes.
Yeah, I think you could level that at some of the Marvel TV shows as well, to be fair.
Yeah, so it's interesting that we're going about face and this is going to be a movie. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll keep our eye on that. That's interesting. I've never known that happen ever before on anything.
That's all the news.
Good news. Well done. Have you watched anything good at the top of the stream?
Because I've been away, I've not watched too much. I mean, I've watched a couple of things. I've watched like half of the new series of Ghosts.
I've finished the new
on
series
BBC.
of Ghosts. It's wonderful.
That's just always good.
It's really good.
I did hear that the BBC are close to getting the British rights for the American remake.
Oh, really?
Which is also supposed to be quite
yeah,
good.
it's apparently brilliant. Yeah, I've heard it's really good.
So I'll be interested to see if that turns out.
That'd be weird to see the
by
same
comparison.
show made again
Yeah.
with different people in. That'd be weird. Have you seen the one where there's a new ghost yet? I don't want to give you any spoilers.
No, I don't. No, I think I've got 2 or 3 left.
Okay, it must be. You must be close to it.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Okay, I might watch that after this.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, it's good. It's just consistently.
It's always been brilliant. There's never
Great.
been a bad episode of Ghosts.
No.
It's always been brilliant.
The last one was I saw was when one of the original Ghosts.
Oh yeah, that was sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that.
No.
Wonderful show.
Yeah.
If you've not seen any of Ghost, binge it now. It's all on the iPlayer. I'm sure you can find it in America.
Yeah, if you're in the States and you're watching your version of Ghosts.
Let us know if it's any good.
Yeah. So I heard good things. But
Cool.
still check out the original.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
And I just keeping up with Welcome to Wrexham.
Oh yeah, I have as well. It's
on Disney
really good
Plus.
little documentary.
Yeah, really enjoying it.
Made you a Wrexham fan?
I mean, kind of. I was like, oh, I might follow their results a bit, and then the episode on hooligans really took things in a different direction.
It really did. It's like
I was like, oh, because I criticised it last time we spoke about it on this show of being a bit like, well, obviously there's a vested interest here. They want to the guys want to make themselves look good.
Yeah.
That's why we see all this community stuff. But to be fair, they were like, no, there's a real fucking problem here.
yeah. And I didn't. I
And we
didn't know that about
recognise it.
Wrexham, but apparently
Yeah.
they've always had like, a history of violence.
Yeah.
And for them to acknowledge that, I thought was really good.
Yeah.
And it kind of like shames the fan base into stopping.
I mean, I don't get too much details because go and watch it. But I thought it was really tragic. The story of the young girl.
Yeah.
Who was going to be in the police.
Yeah, and she couldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was sad.
I was like, oh, fuck, I wasn't expecting that twist.
I wasn't either. It was a heck of a twist.
Well, I was almost like, oh, when they found out that story,
Yeah. you
can't not make this in an episode.
Yeah.
It's like proper real life drama.
Crazy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And the guy, her boyfriend, who was like banned from the stadium for 5 years or whatever, but he has to keep buying a season ticket so he can eventually go back to his.
Do you think he watched
friends.
that when they were having that conversation on that park bench? I wonder if he watched it like in the last couple of weeks and went, "Fuck, I'm a dickhead."
I would hope so, because that's clearly what they were trying to make him think. Yeah, I think that was my favourite episode.
And then it's just randomly she was the daughter of one of James, the band from the 90s.
Yeah, where did that come from?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a great show.
And he did sit down next to her.
He did sit down next to her.
So,
How long he'll be sitting down next to her for is another question. No, it's a wonderful show. It's really, really good. I think they're both coming across really well.
Yeah.
Okay.
I still know. I said when we were talking about the Adam project months ago that I thought I'd reached peak Reynolds.
Yeah. You feel like you've got a new appreciation for him now?
Slightly. He comes across in this really well.
Yeah, he does.
I think Rob McElhenney comes across even better.
Yeah, so Ryan Reynolds is just the money.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any interest. He doesn't watch the games. He doesn't have any interest.
You don't feel like he's getting sleepless nights out of it.
No, he's just
whereas Rob McElhenney
something
is
interesting
like,
for him to spend his money on.
Yeah.
He knows he's never going to get any money back.
Yeah.
But I just find it really interesting that he's like, okay, I'll just throw money at this and just it's like a hobby. This isn't it? It's like he loses £1 million a season or whatever.
Sure.
It's a lot of money. But then Netflix will pay you $300 million. He's going to make a lot of money from the next Deadpool movie.
Of course he is.
That's for sure.
Got-
After that
He's
huge
got
announcement.
Hugh Jackman back.
Yeah, that was a big announcement.
So
Yeah, it's great. Definitely watch it.
cool.
Really good.
What about you?
I found a little, I don't know if it's a hidden gem, but I haven't seen many people talking about it also on the BBC iPlayer. It's called Am I Being Unreasonable?
Okay.
It's Daisy May Cooper's new show.
Sure.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
As you would expect from a comedy genius like Daisy May Cooper.
I mean, I have watched This Country.
And This Country's wonderful.
That's great.
That'd be in my conversation for best sitcom.
Okay. Another tease for next week.
Yeah, absolutely. It is a sitcom, but it has got this really dark undertone of a story to it.
Right.
That's really quite nice. A boyfriend gets killed in the first episode.
Right.
They're kissing on a train. She's getting on the train. He's not getting on the train. So they're kissing through the doors. And then the doors shut and trap his coat.
Right.
And then the train leaves and another train wipes him out.
Oh, no.
Right at the beginning. This is like the first scene.
Yeah.
And then it's how she's dealt with that. And then there's a really dark...
It's like the start of The Boys.
Yeah. But there's a really dark story behind this really, really funny show. It is really funny because she's just naturally funny.
Yeah.
She's just a very funny person. Just to look at her, you can't help but laugh at.
Yeah, you know she's a comedian.
Exactly. But so it's really funny. And there's a kid in it who is unbelievably funny for 9? He's disabled. He's 9. He's brilliant. But yeah, I would highly recommend watching that.
Cool.
There's only 10 episodes, half an hour each, I think.
Awesome.
I've watched it all. It's really good. I've mentioned Dahmer. I think I've talked enough about that.
Yeah.
I also went to the cinema the day before yesterday.
Yeah.
I watched Smile,
Oh, how was that?
the new horror masterpiece that everybody's going raving about.
Tell me in a second how good the movie is.
Okay.
But regardless of how good the movie is, the marketing guys on this movie absolutely need a lot of money
They are
thrown at
smashing
them.
it.
Have you seen all these people standing at baseball games and stuff?
Just smiling.
Just creepy smiling. There's some great pictures on Twitter.
They're standing through whole baseball games, so standing in the crowd smiling, looking at you, not moving.
Just on
It happened,
captured on TV.
You know, on Good Morning America, where all the people stand out the back. They were doing it there as well. There was a woman standing there just smiling at the camera.
Yeah.
It's a great bit of marketing.
Brilliant.
It's a great bit of marketing for a not brilliant film.
Oh no.
No, it is. It's good until it isn't. The ending really lets it down.
Yeah.
Like the very, very end is good because you know where it's going all the way through.
Sure.
And it's obvious what the ending's going to be. And the very, very end is that. And that's really good.
Yeah.
It's how they get to that, really let it down. If I tell you CGI is involved,
Oh, okay.
there's a monster. It really let itself down.
Okay.
But I tell you what though, it has got one of the best jump scares I've ever seen.
Oh, nice.
Really good. You remember the one in Under the Shadow?
Yes.
Where that goes punch through the window and
Yeah.
I nearly crapped myself.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
It was equally as good as that. It was
good.
Really, really good. She's listening to like something on her screen, like we are now. There's like wave files, and she can't quite hear it, so she's leaning into the screen, and then the thing's just there next to her.
Yeah.
And I nearly went through the ceiling in that cinema, and I don't get jump scared very often.
No, and that's why that one in Under the Shadow was so good because you knew it was coming.
Exactly.
She's looking out this window, and you're like, "It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen." And then it goes another beat.
Yeah,
and you're
that's
like,
exactly what this one did.
and it's got the balls to just hang on that extra second, and you're like, "No, they're
done.
faking me out."
Yeah, it's a fake jump scare, which happens a lot.
And then it happens.
It did, and it fucking terrified me. Yeah. There's a lot of jump scares in it. It's a jump scare horror film. The story's not great. The creepiness is really creepy. There's lots of jump scenes in it, but that one in particular, when she's looking at the computer, it scared the living shit out of me. And then the ending did let it down a little bit. I think I went 6 out of 10
Okay.
because that's how bad it was.
But look, all right, that's a shame. But go and look at weird pictures of actual just
Just look for the marketing campaign.
normal attendees at various sports events being freaked out by smiling people.
She's just standing there smiling with "smile" written on her t-shirt.
Yeah.
It's really good. There's a guy from this season of Bottom of the Stream in it as well.
Oh, is there?
The husband of the main girl was Tappet in Ghosts of War.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Remember the creepy guy?
Yeah, he was good in that.
Yeah, he was. He was good in this.
Yeah.
And it's also got the fast guy from The Boys in it.
Oh, yeah.
Don't know his name. Can't remember his name.
Me.
It's a horror film. It's fine. It's reviewing really well.
Yeah.
So people are obviously not as annoyed by CGI as I am. But they didn't need the CGI thing at the end. It just didn't. Talking of horror movies, Mr. Harrigan's Phone is out.
Yes.
Going to watch that
on Netflix.
Probably going to watch that tonight, actually, depending on time when we finish here.
Cool.
So I'm excited for that. I have heard a bad review of it, which I'm not happy about, but we'll see. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Donald Sutherland's in that. He's 96.
I know.
That's incredible.
Yeah. Good casting.
There's quite a lot of good stuff coming out on Netflix, to be honest. Just over the next few weeks, there's lots of good. Mike Flanagan's new show's coming tomorrow, I think.
Yes.
So that I'm going to be definitely watching that at some point. So yeah, keep your eye on Netflix. There's loads of good stuff coming.
Good.
Talking of stuff on Netflix, shall we do a top 10?
Yeah, let's have a look at the top 10. I've not done that for a while.
We haven't. It's a Virgin top 10.
Oh, excuse me.
Top 10 of virgins. There's a real talk.
Who's
your favourite virgin? Yeah, there's like loads of new stuff, new films in the Netflix top 10 this week.
Okay.
Do you want me to read through it?
Yeah.
Number 10 is a film called Elysium. I don't think that's a new film, but it is new to Netflix.
It is not.
It's Jodie Foster and Matt Damon. 5.17 million viewing hours this week. Father Stu is at number 9.
Okay.
That's Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, yeah.
I've
Why are there so many Mark Wahlberg films?
I've seen that. I went to the cinema to see that. It was an unlimited screening.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's a true story. So
Yeah, I remember talking. I
the
remember
story's
us
quite
talking
good.
about
It's
it.
all right.
Yeah.
Inheritance is at number 8. Any idea what that is? Looks like a horror film.
I want to say that's Lily James. No, not Lily Collins. I get Lily James and Lily Collins confused.
One of the Lilies is in it.
It's Lily Collins, and I want to say it's Simon Pegg.
Oh yeah, that is Simon Pegg. That doesn't look like Simon Pegg, but it is.
That's literally all I know about that movie.
Okay, fair enough. Number 7 is Marauders.
A lot of bold people in this film. I mean,
Yeah, there's not a lot of hair on that poster.
so it appears to be Bruce Willis,
Yep.
Christopher Maloney, who was in Happy,
Yes.
and
okay. Yeah.
was it Law and Order for
Yeah, I
like
think so,
25 years,
Yeah.
and Dave Bautista. Are 3 very bold men.
Yeah,
The most hair is on Bruce Willis's chin.
Do you see the story this week about Bruce Willis selling his likeness to a deep
Yeah,
fake
and then it turned
company?
out to be a fake story.
Yeah, it was a fake. It was a deep fake story. I found that quite interesting. Last Seen Alive is at number 6.
Yeah, very generic title.
Yep, very
With a
generic.
Generic actor in it.
Who's the actor?
Gerard Butler.
Yeah, generic Gerard. Minions and More Volume 1 is at number 5.
Okay, don't know what that is.
No, it's something to do with Minions. Number 4 is A Jazzman's Blues,
Okay.
which is a Tyler Perry film. So, all these films are brand new. I've not heard of any of these films. Number 3 is Do Revenge.
I would like to watch this. I'd like to get to this. I remember talking about this on the news a few weeks ago. It's Maya Hawke. It's like a teen girls team up and get revenge on the other person's bully.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. One picks on the other. Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember talking.
I really like Maya Hawke. I think she's
she's great.
just full of charisma.
It feels like a bottom of the stream film that's actually done quite well. It feels like a sort of film that we would
potentially.
do. Number 2 is Blonde.
Yeah,
You going to get to that?
I would really like to.
It's on for 3 hours.
I know.
It's a real shame, isn't it?
Yeah, just have to chop it up.
Yeah, I don't like chopping films like that. I like sitting down and watching them, and then I nearly put it on a Saturday, and then I saw the runtime, so I ain't watching that. So what I did is put Dahmer on and watch that for 4 hours.
Well, yeah, exactly.
So it's like I happily do it with a TV show, but
weird.
for some reason I'm not watching a 3-hour film. And then Lou is at number 1.
Okay.
It's supposed to be really good. It's a revenge film about a woman going after somebody else's murderer or something like that.
No, it's not about the guy from Neighbours.
It's not about Lou Carpenter.
No,
Unfortunately not.
it's very niche, right?
I've heard quite good. It is supposed to be quite good. I will check it out at some point. It's had 46 million viewing hours this week,
Okay.
which is a lot.
Yeah.
TV shows?
Yes, please.
I think we know what's number 1. TV shows in the English language. At number 10, Inside the World's Toughest Prison, Season 6.
Oh, great. I love that show.
Do you?
Yeah, I've watched the first 5 seasons.
Have you
Go
really?
watch it. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, it's back out.
Yeah.
Feel free. Fate the Winx Saga, Season 1.
That's coming back in for some reason because season 2's out potentially.
Yeah, possibly.
Easy for you to say.
Stranger Things Season 4 for the 18th week is in the top 10.
What a great record that is.
It's crazy.
18 weeks.
It is not letting up, is it?
Still busted out. Nearly 10.5 million hours viewed this week.
Yeah, it's crazy. For obvious reasons, The Crown Season 2 is at number 7 and The Crown Season 1 is at number 6.
What? Why?
Because the Queen died.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Heartbreak High Season 1 is at number 5.
Sure.
Cobra Kai Season 5 is at number 4. 20 million viewing hours this week. Fate the Winx Saga Season 2 is at number 3. So that has had a second season, which is why the first season is in there, I imagine. Dynasty Season 5 is at number 2.
Okay.
And Dahmer, the Dahmer Monster, the Jeffrey Dahmer story, which is a terrible title.
Too many colons.
I have watched that series and didn't realise that it was called that. Why not just call it Dahmer?
Yeah.
Everybody knows who Jeffrey Dahmer is. It doesn't need the word monster in there.
No.
That's a given. But there's a few monster things, isn't there? So I wonder if it's like a...
So just take it out.
Yeah.
No one's going to think, oh, I'm accidentally watching the Halle Berry movie. You've got the word Dahmer in there twice.
Yeah.
Just
call it Dahmer.
Yeah.
299 million viewing hours this week alone. It is in the top 10 now of all time. Number 9 with 496 million viewing hours. Insane.
Yeah.
Right. Real talk. Let's do a real talk and let's get out of here, shall we?
Let's talk real.
What was the real talk question for this week, Nick?
Oh, I can't remember. It was, what's your favourite British movie?
It was indeed. We had some answers.
Good. It's always good when that happens.
It is.
I'm not in the right place. I'm never
Okay.
in the right place for this segment. You'd think I would prepare ahead of time. Okay, what's your favourite British film? Shall we start with the Discord?
Start with the Discord as always.
No problem. Sam Mulholland is going straight in there with an absolutely brilliant choice. 4 Lions.
I've not seen 4 Lions.
No way.
No.
That surprises me.
Why? I don't like comedy or British films.
Yeah, but I think you'd like that.
Do you really?
Yeah.
But then I will watch it. It didn't appeal to me when it came out. So I've not
Okay.
watched it.
I think you'd like it.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Yeah. Go and watch it.
Okay.
Report back. Yeah, I'm really surprised you've never seen it.
No, it just never appealed to me.
It's a great movie.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. I'll take Sam's word for it as well.
Ross Cook.
How many did Ross pick?
He's trying to get a technicality.
No.
3, basically.
Okay.
But he's trying to claim that Paddington and Paddington 2 are the same.
Same film?
Well, he say I'd go with Paddington/Paddington 2 as their perfect, which is correct. He's right.
Yeah, I've also not seen that.
Wonderful films. But I would go with Paddington 2. I think it's one of the few sequels better than the original
Okay,
in the history of film. But yeah, great choices. He also wants to give a special mention to Dead Man's Shoes.
Excellent choice.
I've never seen it.
You've never seen Dead Man's Shoes?
No.
Have you not really? Oh my goodness. Here's our homework then. I'll watch 4 Lions, you watch Dead Man's Shoes.
Okay.
You would love Dead Man's Shoes.
I'm sure, yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Paddy Considine.
Yeah, I've never seen it. Okay, I think people find this tough one. It is a tough one.
It is a tough one.
You know, I was thinking, do you go for the classics? You know, because people, but I have seen once, like Lawrence of Arabia.
Yeah.
Or Gandhi. But
Yeah.
I'm not choosing that.
Of course you're not.
You know, but people could come up with that sort of stuff. That's fine.
Yeah.
It's not what I would choose. Alex in the Discord has gone with This Is England.
That's a great film, to be
Yeah.
fair. Really good film. I was surprised when he said that. I must admit, it surprised me a little bit, but it is a really good film. The TV show that followed it let it down a little bit, I think.
Did it?
But
I've
yeah.
seen the movie. I never watched the TV.
yeah, the TV show's not as good.
Wayne in the Discord has gone with The Full Monty.
Yeah, good shout. That's a surprising answer from Wayne as well.
I think sort of saying that, you know, it's very working class, very British. How did it end up being so successful?
Yeah.
But it was huge.
It was massive.
It was an absolute smash.
You could probably say it rekindled the British film industry.
I think to an extent. There's kind of the double header of sort of Train Spotting and the Full Monty when the British film industry was really in the doldrums.
Yeah. It was kind of the Film 4 kind of came around
Yeah.
about that sort of time and kind of rekindled it all, didn't it?
Yeah. Think that's pretty much it in the Discord this
Okay.
week.
We didn't get many on the social, so I'll just briefly go through them. Toon Tales podcast, which is a podcast about cartoons.
Amazing.
I'm definitely going to check them out. They came at us with Dead Man Shoes.
Oh, nice.
So another shout out for Dead Man Shoes. So
I'll
I feel
have
like
to
you should watch it. And Becky on Instagram came at us with Full Monty / Brassed Off, as if they're the same film, but they're not.
Could
They're
be in the same universe. Isn't Pete Postlethwaite in both
of them? Yeah, I think he is.
It's a Pete Postlethwaite.
Brassed Off's a good film, to be fair.
Universe.
Full Monty as well, good shout.
Yeah, I remember I have seen Brassed Off years ago.
Yeah.
Again, it was quite a big hit, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
What about you?
I find this quite tough because I don't watch a lot of British stuff.
Okay.
I think, but then I thought of a film and I was like, well, yeah, it's obviously that.
I think it's going to be... I think I know what you're going to choose.
Okay. I've got an honourable mention as well, but I'll give you the one I'm actually going to choose.
I've got 3 on a short list.
Okay.
And I think one of them's the one you're going to choose.
Okay. I've got one definite and one honourable mention.
Okay.
I'm going with Shaun of the Dead. Yeah. You knew it. Everybody knew it. Alex texted me in the week. He's like, I know what you're going to pick. And I was like, how? And then he guessed. And I was like, okay. It just is. For me, it just is.
It's in terms of... It's an old film now. I was going to say of more recent films.
Year, I think, isn't it?
Films that I've watched, the modern films that I've watched the most.
Definitely.
It's right. It's Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah, 100%. British film.
It's really, really, really watchable.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's just perfect. It's a great British zombie story that's funny, sad, heartfelt, pop culture at the time. It probably rekindled the British film industry when it came out.
Oh, it made several careers, didn't it? Look at Edgar Wright.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think having... This doesn't take away from it all because it is a great film on its own, you know, if you've never seen anything that anyone in that movie has ever done before. But having watched Spaced before for me and then gone, which is, again, one of my favourite sitcoms of all time.
Yeah,
Let's come back to that
in the conversation.
And then being able to go to cinema and go, oh my God, they've let these people do a movie.
Basically.
And
it came from a sketch
like
from
Spaced.
Space.
Yeah, exactly.
It basically came from a sketch from Space.
Was like amazing.
Yeah.
Great shout.
Thank you.
It's in the list of 3 that I've got.
My honourable mention is a film I watched. You know when you used to have days at school where the teacher would just put a film on?
Yeah.
Well, we did that. And I came home that night from school and watched it again.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay.
And I think there was a point in my life where I was obsessed with this film. When I was 13, maybe, to that sort of age.
Yeah.
Kes.
Really?
Kes is a fucking wonderful film. It is. Wayne talked about...
that's a bit grim as well.
Wayne talked about the epitome of Britishness with Full Monty. There's nothing more British than Kes.
It's very Yorkshire.
And then Craig David fucking ruined it.
Craig David?
Not Craig David. Well, yeah, Craig David.
You mean...
Avid Merritt.
Yeah.
He ruined it. But if you watch Kes, it's brilliant.
It is good. It's a good
film. It's a brilliant film. Yeah. I was obsessed with it back when I was younger. Yeah. I had it on video.
Did you ever ask for like a bird?
No, I don't like birds.
No,
I'm absolutely terrified of birds. That's like my biggest phobia. I would never want to.
I didn't know if you were about to tell me like you had a kestrel and
it
tried to eat you.
No, I loved it. It got Mavis from Coronation Street in it. I'd never seen her in anything else before at that point. But yeah, no, Shaun of the Dead is the epitome of wonderful British films. It's the best.
Okay. Shaun of the Dead was on my my short list. I'll give you my random one.
Go for it.
Which is really weirdly enough, stars someone we've mentioned earlier, who we wouldn't normally mention, and that's Donald Sutherland. And I'm talking about Don't Look Now.
Oh, okay.
Which is a film from the 70s, which I can't remember why, but I watched it and I think, well, I know that I watched it a bit younger than I probably should have done, and it scared the pants out of me with the twist at the end.
I'm not sure I've ever seen it.
You've got to watch Don't Look Now.
I don't know if I have. I might have. I don't think I have.
Person in a red coat running around. Yeah, check it out.
I know I know it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've seen it. I will check it out.
But
we've had some right homework on this episode. All sorts of films to watch.
And I know there was loads of thought of, like, again, Train Spotting, Clockwork Orange.
It surprised me nobody mentioned Train Spotting in the Discord.
Yeah.
I thought that had come up more. Clockwork Orange is what, of course. Yeah, you don't even consider that to be British.
And then I thought, like, well, what about? I don't like James Bond movies.
No, nor do I.
But should someone say like Goldfinger, because
is that the best James Bond movie?
Well, it's like, I think it's classic Bond, isn't it?
Best?
With Sean Connery, and it's but for what James Bond means to cinema, and
yeah, okay, fair enough.
I wouldn't choose that, so I've not chosen that. I've gone with Monty Python and Monty Python's Life of Brian.
That's a great shout
because it
just is.
Again, in terms of movies I've watched the most, that would be up there.
Yeah,
and
I haven't seen that for many a year. I feel like a nice Monty Python rewatch would be good.
I had it on VHS. I had it on DVD.
Yeah.
You know, it's always been around for me, and it's brilliant.
It is. Everything Monty Python ever did was great, though, wasn't it? But it is brilliant. I'm reading Bob Odenkirk's autobiography. I've mentioned it a few times. He's heavily inspired by Monty Python. He talks about it all the way through.
Yeah,
but they broke America. No British comics break America.
Yeah, I mean, brilliant, funny film, and financed by a Beatle. So there you go.
What more could you want from your film?
How British is that?
Couldn't be more British. I don't think it could be more British. Great, good real talk.
Yeah, good subject.
If you want to get involved in next week's real talk, it's already been announced.
What's your favourite sitcom? Come at us.
That's going to be so tough.
Oh man, I might have to have a top. I might have to Ross cook it.
Should we cook it up?
I might have to cook it up and have a top 3. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know if I could pick one. It's going to be.
No, what's your favourite sitcom? That implies one.
It does. There isn't one that I go back to though. There's a few that I go back to.
Yeah.
There isn't one that I pick over any of the others.
Okay.
I'll give it some thought over this week. You guys give it some thought and let us know. Right, should we get out of here?
We'll throw it out on the socials as well. Yeah, let's.
I thought we'd do a shortwave today, but it's gone longer than most waves.
Let's make tracks.
We've already talked about what we're doing on Thursday. We're watching Last Man Down, a
We are.
Norwegian film that's in the English language randomly.
I mean, there's not many words in it.
No, it's not very vocal. That's very true. But lots of fighting in it.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to talking about it.
If you get a chance, check it out before Thursday, and we'll come back on Thursday to talk to you about Last Man Down.
Cheers.
Bye.